just to make a test if it's all working. Yeah, okay, good. Good day, everyone. It is a nice view from here, seeing you all. How are you? How do you feel? Oh, yeah. Rachel, you hear that? Good. Yeah. Great. Before I start, I would like really to thank the Education 2.0 team for this really great work, and it for sure was not easy for them to bring us all together in this time and in COVID time. And especially I would like to thank Janvi and the amazing Rachel. Please, big applause for the team of Education 2.0. Yeah, many of us in the last 2 years, they were communicating and connecting with colleagues, friends, online through Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or Instagram, or WhatsApp, but they didn't have a chance, to meet each other. And today, I would like to give you the importance of the motivation in the education field. So, I would like to tell you a story. When I was a student back that decade, I had a subject called thermodynamic. And the subject when they put the whole semester plans and they didn't find where to put it, and they put it in the early morning at 7:30 in the morning, that subject was like this. So in order to go to university, I drove like 30 minutes, and it was winter and cold and dark. I was excited to go, to the first lesson. And I reached there. I came in the university to the hall, the huge hall with the red chairs. It fits probably 200 students or more. And I was surprised because there were already more than 100 students. So they were all excited, to start this session. So I came in and then woke up all, when you come in and you walk the hall and then you try to find a place. So at the end, I couldn't find a place, so I went back down and just took the first row just in front of the teacher, of the professor table. A few minutes later, the professor comes in. He picked up his stuff, his laptop. He plugged in his laptop in the projector. And then he stepped out of his table and he said, "Good morning, student. My name is Dr. Peter, and I am your professor in thermodynamics." And then he went back to his table and never stood up. The lesson started, and I was trying to catch up with him. I really was hardly to follow, to stay focused, trying to understand what he's telling. And then I said, the lesson was over, and then I said, okay, maybe because it's the first lesson, let's see the next session then. And you know what? It was even worse. So I asked my friends, I told them, do you also have the same feeling, same problem? Because I couldn't catch up. And they had the same. So we were all lost. Some students were thinking about clubbing in the weekend. Some of them were thinking about, summer vacation. I was thinking about the Champions League game, which will happen in the next days. So we are barely lost. And then I realized, week by week, this 200 student, the number is becoming less, 200, 150, 30. So just small of a group of people keep coming to the class. We lost motivation because, we don't get much of it. The professor, he's keep talking always with the wall or with PPT, and he's not interacting with us. He's not connecting to us. We cannot feel anything. So what we do, we're looking for different sources that we can get information out of it. So we went to YouTube and, other platforms that we can get some knowledge from there. And we lost motivation in this in this field, in this thermodynamic. We lost trust and we lost hope and confidence in that professor. I want to ask you one question. Do we have here CEOs and manager? Good. Do we have also teacher, professors? Good. So, this is the keynote, the importance of motivation. This is for you, that you can follow, what we have, how we can do to solve this problem. Same thing applies to the company. So when a company hired an employee, they do, during the job interview, the company choose the employee based on that he is suitable to the company culture, that he's fit to the company culture, and also based on his knowledge. And same thing for the employee. He choose that company because he feel he can fit in this company, and also based on the promises he get during the job interview, that he can be initiative, that he can be creative, that he have all the support and so on. And once he start working, starting the onboarding from the first day, knowing the company culture, and then straight to the work. He got this boxed task to do, and he's doing this every day. And always waiting for the challenge and the motivation which he got promised in a job interview. Once he want to reach out the CEO, no chance, no time, CEO is too busy. Once he want to change something or to have an idea, he want to talk about it. He want to see, okay, there is something in process, we can change it. No chance, there is nobody he can hear him or her. So what happened? The employee is starting to be not happy in the work and waking up every morning, forcing himself or herself to go to work, not because they love what to do, just because they just need a job. They just need to pay the bills by the end of the month. So all this motivation is gone, is lost. So the employee lost motivation, fed up, and the company is also losing indirectly. Because every employee, he can be an expert if we surround him and support him. So what we do, what should we do to solve this problem? And here, we always learn from the nature, isn't it? Yeah. So here I would like to give you an interesting example. Sometime when you are sitting outside or walking in a park, you see a group of dogs flying. Who of you saw this at least once in his life? Great. So while they are flying, in which format they are flying in? I cannot hear you. A little bit louder. Exactly, format V format. And then while they are flying, they are doing some sound. Yes or yes? What kind of sound is this? Louder, can you please louder? Yes, they are doing quack, 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 quack. Great, thank you. So while they are flying, they are doing quack, quack, quack. And you know what does it mean? They are saying quack, quack, quack because the last dog, can I pointing here? Yeah. Because the last one here, he moved on to the first place, leading the group and taking the pressure by breaking the aerodynamic of the air to make it easy for the whole group to fly easy. So what they do, they tell them, quack, quack, quack. Thank you for the support. Thank you for leading us. Thank you for making us fly easy and save energy. And here, my question to you, how about you and the company? How about you? Do you feel surrounded? Do you feel supported? Do you get thank you when you do something good? Do you get reward or award when you bring results? Do you feel supported and integrated in the company? Did you get standing ovation when you bring a good result or a good job? The same thing for the educators. Do you interact with your student? Do you support them? Do you feel with them? Do you feel their needs? Do you listen to them? Do you acknowledge their strength and motivate them? we have to thank everybody who do something good. So what we do when somebody does something good, what we have to do? Say again? Thank you, appreciation. So what we learn from the dogs, we say, thank you. Great. So we have to celebrate every win, every success, no matter how small, we have to celebrate it. And you know what? What we can celebrate today is that we are all here from different countries, coming together here in the sessions, flying maybe thousands of miles from America, from a different country, to be here. And it is great. It is nice. We have to say thank you. Please, I want you to do now. Look right and left to your friend and say thank you for being here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to connect with you. We have to celebrate every success, no matter how small. Remember that. I would like to tell you one more story. One day, a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, he invited me to have a dinner with him in a very good, fancy restaurant. So we went there, I came in, and you know this restaurant where the waiters, he's better dressed up than you? That was the case. All the waiters were so dressed up, so elegant. So we took the table, we had a seat, and we were observing the location. It was really full of people, and my friend telling me how they manage all of this, that all the waiters are happy and smiling and having like 10 plates on the hand and dancing and moving, but still happy and smiling to the guests. How they manage this? Why they're not stressful? Why they don't have stress on their face? So I told him, very good question. And I told him, in order to answer your question, I would like to ask you a question. So I told him, do you know dogs? So he said, dogs I know. I just had it on my plate. So I told him, when you also sometimes walking in the park, do you see dogs swimming on the lake? He said, yes, I do. They are swimming, very beautiful, smooth, sliding on the water. I told him, yeah, my friend. This looks from outside, but look under the water. The magic is happening. They are stressed, their foot are moving like, paddling so fast, but you cannot realize because they are very well trained. They can slide over the water beautifully. And exactly what is happening in this restaurant. The team, the employee of this restaurant are so well trained that they can deal with any situation. They can deal with any difficult customer. They can deal with any stress situation, and you never realize. All the complaints, they will deal it. You as a CEO, you will not hear anything about complaints because they will deal it for you. They will solve it for you. So all these steps, like motivation, imagine if you to motivate your team, to support them, to give them what they need. Imagine if you have herd team, that you have the door open as a CEO for him or for her, that they can come to you and speak to you anytime, that they can give you ideas, that you accept them, let them fail. If an employee, give them an opportunity to fail, and you will see, he will fail once, twice, and maybe 3 times or more, but by the end, you will have an expert. In each employee, there is something strange, there is an expert inside him. So give him the chance to fail. Value them. If the employee did something good, we have to value them. We have to give them a word. We have to say thank you. Also, we have to invest in them and train them. Only if you train your employee, then they can bring you more and better result. And you feel relaxed as a CEO, you will see the result, and they will feel stick to the company. They will feel this is their company. They will wake up in the morning not forcing themselves. They just work because, yes, it's a new day, I will go there. And they will not check the watch when they will go home. They will just work. because they feel they belong to the company. Same thing for the student. Imagine you as a teacher or professor, you motivate your student, you interact with them, you feel them, you speak with them. Also, you have any time, like, to support them if they don't understand something, and don't teach them boarding classes. Don't sit and, speak with them directly. Also vary them. If you have a student who bring good result, we have to celebrate this also with the student. You have to say, great job, great grade, great. Student, you have you made this, you are good. Also, we have to train our student for any stress, any examination stress. Because we know a lot of students, they fail because they are good, but sometimes they're just stressed, they fail because they're not prepared for the exam. Imagine you train them very well that they can deal with any stressful situation. And all of these, values bring your company to the success. You will have a great team, you will have a great education company, and you will feel happy. So, that was the keynote. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mohamed. Great to have you up here. You obviously are doing an amazing job, because look at this team of people that are just keeping you here. Award, it must feel so good, all this clapping. Look at this. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Great leader. We love having you up here. Unfortunately, we don't have time for questions. We got another leader to come on up, but I did want to thank you for coming up here.
Thank you, Rachel. Thank you.
Connect with him over lunch. This guy is helping people, crucial skills that you need to keep people engaged.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Incredible.
Definitely. Amazing.
It's so important, and you're doing a good job, because
Thank
look
you
at
so
these
much.
people. They're coming out to support him.
Thank you so
gotta
much.
make